Multivariate tests are about defining variables, and then crossing those variables to create every combination possible. But how can we understand what these combinations will look like as we plan our experiments? Simple. We peek into the matrix. Wait, no, not that matrix. Behind every design built in MARPipe exists a matrix of all the variant groups and variants that we've defined. This exists as the foundation of our multivariate structure. Each time we add a new group of variants to test, our number of creatives will multiply by the amount of variants in that group. Why might that matter? Well, in our planning phase, we want to be mindful of how many permutations that we have to put ad spend behind. The more permutations, the more we'll probably need to spend. As we begin planning out our experiment with variants, we'll keep in mind that every variant will be combined with every other variant from the adjacent groups in the matrix. Let's say we're looking to gain insight on a design that contains a product image, a model, and headline copy. Our plan includes testing out 3 product variants, 2 model images, as well as 3 headlines. The matrix multiplication rule tells us that we will end up testing 18 combinations of these elements. When we read across our groups, we need to envision the combinations of all of these elements combined. Do each of them make sense together? Is there an element in one group that can't work with an element in another group? We notice that the combination of one product variant doesn't really play with one of our text variants. Since we can't just omit a specific combination of elements, let's think about our priorities for this experiment. Right now we're focused on learning more about our headline, so we can just remove the one product image. This is not a problem. We can just use it for a later experiment where it will actually fit in better. So now our number of creative combinations has gone from 18 to 12. But all of these combinations are visually cohesive. By envisioning our designs and variants through the matrix, we'll be able to quickly identify problem combinations and make adjustments as we need. But most importantly, we'll be able to isolate the impact of every variant in a group. Each variant has had the same treatment as all the other variants, giving us the ability to understand how it stacks up against all of its counterparts. This is how we test better and build creative intelligence that we can actually count on.